From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for November 16, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the EURUSD, the euro versus the US dollar, for today's trade analysis. But first, I want to recap a couple of the trade suggestions made over the past few days in the morning analysis videos and in the live daily trade room for Prodigy Program members. First off, starting here on the NZD USD, New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, yesterday's trade analysis was to look for sells on rallies into resistance, specifically the blue shaded area you see down at the very bottom of the chart right here. You can see the market broke underneath it, rallied back into it. So we had opportunities to go short into the blue shaded area. Once it broke through it, that barrier that it broke through, which if you look to the left, that bigger blue circle where the blue shaded area is, was support. So there was this barrier that it broke through, rallied underneath it as resistance, then became a barrier underneath it, and then continued to go down. So we took a couple of shots at it. First shot that I took a few days ago actually failed. It spiked above it and took me out. So I got in again. It went down a decent amount of pips. Let me actually zoom in here. The second shot I took at it started here. It went down about 40 pips of profit. So the trade manager that I used to manage my trades did the appropriate trade action, protected my trade, and then it went right back up and took me out. So once I saw it went out again, I went ahead and got back into it. I didn't let it dissuade me. We were under the blue zone, and we were still under there, so I got back into it. Currently, I am sitting from the 71.10 level, sending about 56 pips of profit on the trade. So overall, we're into profit. I've closed some profit on the current trade, protecting the trade with the stop loss and break even or better with the trade manager. So it's still a good opportunity. I think the next thing we're looking for here, and let's zoom out just a bit and squeeze it in. I think the next thing we're looking for, of course, is the breakout under the purple zone for the day today. That's what you're watching for. Breakout underneath. We'll call it 70, 60, 70, 40 is the purple shaded area. So if it breaks through 70, 40, I think we got a good shot of running all the way back down into the mid to upper 6900s for the New Zealand dollar today. Take it on over to the USD CAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. This one as well, been a little bit tricky. Of course, oil's been moving around a little bit over the past couple of days, so that's made this one a little bit trickier. And again, we have oil news again today, so we keep an eye on this. I'm currently sitting in a trade from the 1.3425 level, the support, and it's sitting with 58 pips of profit. Let's go ahead and zoom it in here a couple of times on the daily. And I actually mentioned this in the trade room yesterday, that if it made it all the way down to the blue shaded area, in fact, during the trade room, we were kind of right in the middle. We were right around the 34.65 or so level yesterday during the trade room. And I said one of two things needed to happen. You can see the red lines there. It either needed to go back up to here and give us clues to resistance and reversal to go back down, or it needed to dip back down here in the direction of the trend, find support, and bounce off there and go long again. So as it came back down and started getting closer and closer to 34.25, I went ahead and looked for an opportunity to go long. And you can see the historical resistance here offering us a clue to support in the direction of our current trend line, which is the red trend line, right down there into the 34.25 level. Again, I'm into profit. I've already closed some profit just to be sure that this becomes a profitable trade, protecting our profit with our break even or better stop loss, currently at 15 pips positive. Of course, we'll look for it to challenge, once again, the 35.15, 35.50 level, which is the yellow shaded area. If today we get a new fall in oil, if oil prices go down, higher inventories, falling prices, if that happens and this breaks through 35.50, we could be looking for this back into the 3600s, once again, for the US CAD. Next, over the past couple of days, we've actually been holding a trade on the dollar franc, and I mentioned yesterday in the trade room that if it could get through the 1.0 parity level, the pink shade area, then we'd look for it to go higher. Well, if I zoom it in a couple of times here, you can see it actually did push through 1.0, the pink shaded area up here at the top of the chart. And where did it go? Our yellow shaded area. Same yellow shaded area as there during the live trade room yesterday. 1.0050 is where it is currently finding resistance. So what's the deal here now? If we're going to see it continue to go higher, what needs to happen? It needs to break through the yellow shaded area. So that's what we're looking for today. We're still looking for trades in the direction of the trend. So buy support, break resistance. Buy support, of course, potentially becomes the pink zone. Break resistance, potentially the yellow zone. there's no reason to sell it right now. Let's just put it like that. The buyers are in control. It's a bull trend. The dollar's taking a really good run right now. No reason to believe that's going to change yet. So just continue to focus in the uptrend, buy support, or a break of resistance here for the U.S. franc. Okay. That covers the 3 trades that I am currently in. You can see pretty decent profit on all 3 of those trades. What about our next trade? I'm looking at the euro dollar actually as our next opportunity. Look back to the left. Don't look at the current market yet. Look back to the left. You see this blue circle back here on the left? That's a clear clue that this is support right around or just above the 1.0700. We're looking at 720 to 745 is the blue zone. So look at the blue circle. That's what happened the last time we were here. It hasn't happened really yet, so we don't want to take that off the table, but definitely look at that. Know that it's there's potential for support. Now it's below it right now, so that's some hope that we're going to look for the trend to continue to move in the direction that it's going right now. Look at the black box. You can see what happened the first time, I guess. On the left-hand side of the black box right here, you can see what happened. It found support, bounced up to the green zone, and then finally broke the blue zone and went all the way to the purple zone. So that's what we're looking for now. If it can break through, now let's go back over to our right-hand side. If it breaks through the blue zone, look at black box again, breaking through there, goes where? The purple shaded area. So that's what we need to see. We need to see the breakout under the purple or under the blue zone to go to the purple shaded area. Let's zoom it in now that we've seen that history, and we can see that again. We're attempting, no real deal. By the way, yesterday tested support, hit the green zone again, and now is back down underneath the 1.0720 level. So this is what we're looking for. We need a breakout. I don't think that this is a real deal breakout. I think it's challenging. It's testing. So far, a false breakout. We need a real deal breakout. In fact, if today goes bullish at all, we could be right back above here, and then you're going to wonder why you went short if you jumped the gun a little bit. So we need the real deal breakout. To me, that's an open and close underneath the support zone. Let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame, and as we get down here, we can see what's been happening over the past few days. The touch of the blue zone, the rally into the green zone, the sitting into the blue zone, and now we're our first time really pushing underneath 107.20. Of course, the barrier of 10700, the 00 level is there, but I think it's a very interesting thing that we're underneath that blue zone now for the first time in the past couple of days. Again, I am looking for an open and close to improve my confidence that it's going to continue to go lower. That's what that's all about. Improving our confidence that the market's going to continue doing what we expect it to do. And I'm going to take this little blue circle right here and put it right there. You see that little red candle that opened and closed underneath the orange zone? That's what I need to see today to improve my confidence that this is a real breakout underneath the 720 level and a continuation down towards 106.40 for the euro dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.